All right, let's look at number one. I don't think we've had this problem all week. It's really, really easy. You guys did it last year. Y'all probably did it in ninth grade too. I got 4 and 3, 9 and 0, 5 and 0, 7 and 3, 2 and 2. All right, so read the question. It says state the domain and the range. All right, so domain. Do you guys remember which numbers are the domain? Y'all should remember this. We haven't gone over this year. Domain are the x's, the first number in each ordered pair, and just list them. So we got 4, 9, 5, 7, 2. One, thank you. Here you go. All right, so if the domain are the first numbers in each ordered pair, then the range has got to be the second number in each ordered pair. So that'll be 3, 0, 0, 3, and negative 2. 3, 0, 0, 3, and negative 2. You don't have to write the 3 down twice or the 0 down twice if you don't want to. So if you guys just want to abbreviate D for domain, R for range, I'm good with that. All right, last question on number one, ask, tell whether or not this is a function. Do you guys remember when it's not a function? If any number in the x's, doesn't matter about the range, only the domain, if any number up there repeats, it's not a function. So, all these numbers are only used one time, so we write yes, this one is a function. So I'll say it again, if any number is used twice, it's not a function. And you only look in the domain, not the range. All right, so we haven't done those this week, but again, that's so easy, I don't think y'all gonna have a problem on that on the test. So, y'all can now do number two. Same way, same problem. Write D, write R, list all the numbers. Whoops. All right, so looking at number two, what's the domain? It'll be 1, 4, negative 9, negative 5, negative 4, negative 9. And then the range is the y's. Is that a function, yes or no, on number two? It's no. Why? Negative 9 repeats, so it's not a function. Good. All right, number three, we actually did have this on the quiz. You guys remember how we show the answer on number three when it gives you this right here in the problem? Y'all remember? All right, this is where y'all have an XY chart. You list all the numbers from negative 4 to 0. Negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, and 0. All right, plug them in. You'll plug in each one by one, you get an answer 3. So this one, your answer is just a chart. All right, guys, let's have your phones off your desk, please. We finish your work, y'all get them out. So when you plug the first number in, negative 4 plus 4, that one's 0. Just plug them in one by one. Excuse me. Negative 3 plus 4 is 1. Negative 2 plus 4 is 2. 0 plus 4 is 4. So this is your answer on number 3. Just the XY chart.
It all gets added up by 1.
Yep. All right, number 4, number 5, you just plug them in your calculator and get answers. Everybody look at number 7. That's a 0. That's not a letter O, that's a 0. So you guys go ahead and do 4, 5, and 7. We'll just check them. Just plug them in your calculator. Got 1. Check those. If y'all missed one of those, let me look at it. Well, I will look at it if you want me to.
What about 6?
I'm going to show 6 on the board. Plug in A plus 1. So I got to plug A plus 1 in there, and they're walking around. Several of you guys started on this. So it's A plus 1 squared, 2A plus 1 plus 1. All right, we've done this so many times in the last week. First step, anytime you got a square, y'all have to write this down twice and full it out. So I'm going to give y'all a chance to full that out. Go. All right, so when you full it out, I've got A squared plus 1A plus 1A plus 1. Now, next step, y'all got to go ahead and distribute the 4 to everything on that's inside the parentheses. 4A squared plus 4A plus 4A plus 4. Next step, y'all can come up here, slide over, and distribute everything in that parenthesis by -2. Y'all add up like terms. We'll see if we all get the same answer. Squared. It's the only one that's got squared. You got 3 numbers up there, it's all having 8, so add them up. Let me see yours, Will. I've got what Will's got. We got Will's got +3 at the end, not +7. That's what you're doing. Just give them out. All right, final answer. Let's see what y'all have. I got 4A squared. I got 3 numbers right here that's got an A. Add them all up. That's 8 minus 2. I got 6A. Then add up 4 minus 2 plus 1 plus 3. So, Kelly, you might have had a +2 right there instead of a -2. I'm not gonna look at you.
Yeah, I had +2 there.
All right, so that's 6. Any question there? All right, let's do 8, 9, and 10. All right, these were problems that were on the quiz number 8. All right, so when it asks you to figure out what's not in the domain, remember, disregard the top, set the bottom equal to 0. Y'all solve that and get an answer. -1 over, that's a +1. All right, I got 1/2. So remember, on these 3 problems, you have to write the answer in a different way. For all the x's you could have, x cannot equal 1. All right, do 9 and 10.
Please pardon this interruption. I need the following homerooms to report to the gym for pictures. Miss Murray, Mr. Clay Johns. Please report to the gym for senior pictures. I need the following clubs to report to the gym for pictures. TS.
All right, number 9, set the bottom equal to 0. Now this one's different. What do we do when each number has an x in common? Y'all remember? Take out an x, factor it out. Good. Do that, see if y'all can solve it. All right, so y'all should have x minus 6 on the inside. the x that's in front of the parentheses, that equals 0. The x that's inside the parentheses, you gotta move the -6 over, that'd be +6. So for all your x's on this one, x cannot equal 0 or 6. X cannot equal 0 or 6. You can do it that way too. 10 you guys can do by yourself, it's just like number 8. All right, so 12 and 14 are harder because they're asking us to plug in x. All right, well, x is already plugged in there and there. So I just got to bring that one down and put parentheses around it. All right, so that's how you start 12. Just bring it down. All right, so where do I plug it in next? So Christian, what we do is just work backwards. I now plug it into G. You got to plug all of that right here. So if all of that is going to replace the x, you just got to bring a +4 down behind it. All right, now this one's actually easier than 14 because we don't have to do any full method on this one. All I can do is add up like terms. So what can I add up? 1 plus 4, that's it. When you add up 1 plus 4, you get 5, and that is your answer on number 12. Yep. All right, let's go to 14. Everybody got a 12 copy?
Got it.
14, I got f of g of x. All right, this time we got to plug x into the g first. Okay, look, x is already there, so y'all got to bring down x plus 4, and you put parentheses around it. All right, just take that and plug it into f. So you got to plug it in twice. You got to plug it in for this x and for this x. So in front of the parentheses, I put -2. And square after it, that's plugging it in for the first x. When you plug it in for the second x, you put a 3 in front of it. We just worked one of these out. I need y'all to do full method on this. I'm going to write it down twice. X plus 4 times x plus 4. All right, full that out, go from there.
Can someone give me answers I missed?
I'll get them to you, Fisher. Just copy 14 while it's down here. So I got -2x squared minus 8x minus 8x. 2 times 16 is 32. All right, so after you distribute everything here by -2, slide over and distribute by 3. I got 3x plus 12 plus 1. All right, you guys add up like terms and you finish with that one. Add these 3 x's up, that's -16 plus 3 minus 32 plus 13. Somebody add these 3 up for me. -19.
Please pardon this interruption. If you are in FBLA,
16 says f of x first minus g of x. So you got to go in this order. So you got to write the f of x down in the front. Let's do that. Keep it in parentheses. All right, then you got to write your minus sign. Then you got to write the g of x down. So that's how it should look when you start it, when you write it down on the first step. All right, so this one's got a minus in the middle. So you guys remember we have to distribute that negative. So that's going to be a -x. That's going to be a -4. and you gotta flip the minus sign and make it a plus. Now, you guys combine like terms and see what you get. So we're doing 16, Fisher. So if you guys add like terms, we got negative 2x squared. I can add this x and this x. That's positive 2. 1 minus 4 is negative 3. Let me check that. That's what's on my sheet. So that's what we got on 16. All right, I can erase it. Okay.
Okay.
All right, 17 is just f of x plus g of x. So this one, you list them again, and you just add like terms. You don't have to distribute a negative on this one. Got a plus in the middle. All right, you guys add your like terms, we'll check it.
Are we gonna keep this one done?
Yes. I might turn the next one in. All right, combine your like terms. I got negative 2x squared. I can add that one and that one. I got 4x. 1 plus 4 is 5. Let me check that. Looks good. All right, so you guys do 18, 19, and 20. I'm not going to explain those unless somebody